So here we are with episode 17 of The Dangers in My Heart. Last episode was Valentine's Day and Yamada was just failing every step of the way, unfortunately. But White Day will be coming soon, so we'll just have to see what Ichikawa has in store for Yamada. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. Or if you just want to support me, whichever one. Other than that, let us get started. Oh, you walk with me every day? That's right, can't get her into legal trouble. Udon point card. You got a 52 on your test? Money for a signboard for graduation. Just trying to find some other piece of paper. It's not my destiny. Nationwide special admission ticket. Damn. For another. Damn, dude. She sure gets a lot of gifts from Moeko. She said Moeko got her that, like, pajama last time, too, if I remember. Oh, wearing her clothes. There's the other ticket. So what are you gonna do? Oh, gonna give him the ticket? You wanna watch it, like, on the same day at the same time? Oh, here's his inner self. What do you want to do? Or like, can I go see it with you? Yeah, on the same day at the same time. It's not a date or anything. And your heart says you wanted... Oh. His inner self fighting with one another. Go into stealth mode. Alright. Uh-oh. After school day? Yeah, so it's a date. Hey, yo, your sister's making takoyaki? We'll actually eat inside. Uh-oh. This is just me talking to myself? Alright. Damn, Kana. That dress, though. No. No. That's commitment, yeah. For this job, all this commitment, dude, she's gonna make bombing. Casting a spell, dude. The one button. Nani? Jesus Christ, just fucking... Yeah, because it's hot on the inside, so it's like... Yeah, you just have to... That's the only way to eat takoyaki, Ichikawa. Just shove the whole thing in your mouth and suffer. That's what I do with coffee. I just burn my tongue every time. I'm hardworking. Ooh, inviting her. She's inviting you to see her at work? That means you won't. Only when adults say it, but I'm still a kid? Damn, really out here just spitting all over her takoyaki. Oh, now you gotta feed it to her? Better do it quick before your sister turns around. Are you the one eating it, or is she? Man going, ah! Oh, wow. By the trainee. Ah! Savage, dude. Yamada size. Honestly, I could finish that whole popcorn by myself. But that's just popcorn. Yeah, I can. You guys are just going out to the movie at the same time. Sitting next to each other. Because she can't see his face. Ah, perfect. This side is better. Oh, damn. Look at that sort of interest. Reading the book that the movie's based on. Oh, she was written into it. You haven't read it? I love that she has the winky face as her profile pic. Your sister got you. New werewolf. Lemon Zaka is the idol group, I think. Trying to find her within the list. Within the... Oh, there she is. Who died super early on? This is a werewolf movie? I guess the werewolf got her. Because she's mean. Is it a studious eyes or is it a longing type of eyes? I'm amazed by it and scared by it. Some never knows a beauty to behold. I want to know more? Oh! Damn. Look at him saying that straight out. And then he flakes out just a little. Hey, yo, Kana, what are you... You shouldn't be sleeping on your stomach like that. It's bad for you. You look good. Man's just going out with a jersey and everything. 3-4% humidity? Alright, Sunday. Just put on a mask, you know? Ooh, buying as seen on TV, woof woof cake? Ooh. Hey, yo, look at those layer cake down there. Oh. If it were me, I'd be even creepier and just put on a mask. And a hat. Oh shit, there she is. She's at work, hard at work. I always do. But you looking extra cute today? Well, they're adults. She's a kid in an adult world. What am I even wearing? Well, you're not fucking working, bro. Oh, she already got sweets? What if she wants your sweet, huh? Is that melted? This feels like child's play. Still feel like you're not growing up with her. Mm-hmm. But what if she wants you to be in her world? You're involved. Are your feelings my feelings just a play? Oh. Oh, here she is, going on break just to find you. Those are nice earrings. Alright, he wasn't even here for a minute. Work isn't about fun, but it should be, you know? You should have fun at your work. Mm-hmm. Yep. I felt the same way about this job. Who are so much better than me. But why are you continuing, huh? Is it because you're having fun? I control every day. Do you know why now? But then you made me see. Oh, because he told her, you like what you do. You have fun, huh? Look at that, Ichikawa. You're involved. Y'all holding hands out here? I wouldn't have fallen for her like this. Alright, let me look at the timestamp. 17. Okay. They're holding hands! Yo, those eyes though. Oh, damn! It's making a statement out here, dude. You don't look like any ordinary friend. Holding hands and everything. This is my friend. I mean, this is Ichikawa. That one. The guy that you're always talking about. Oh, her management. You want to work in the modeling career? Damn, really, I want to revel and I'll never be able to relive it. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's Niko. Oh, her voice is very similar to Kana. The taxi driver keeps... Kana, cool as always. Like that just because we were... Nah, dude. Can't wait to go home. Damn, dude. The manager sees it. For 4 years now. No one's as honest as that girl. Damn. Yeah. You're her pride and joy. Damn, dude. Manager's really coming in. You know how you're... Huh? Not yet! And here's Ichikawa really thinks that no one would notice. Look at this fool. Ooh, Anna-san. More up front. Are those two fighting in the back? Quiet but intense. Mm-hmm. Her pictures? How does she look? Oh, took a picture? It looks like she's flipping somebody off. Why you look so pretty. I think that's the compliment she was fishing for. Okay, so we didn't get to see one particular scene, but that's fine. It's a very small one. It involves the cake, but, you know, again, very small, minor detail. And consider that, oh, dude, we got to see, yo, dog, we got to see Niko and hear her. Awful. Awful. And I don't mean that in, like, a bad way. Awful. If we're covering up to volume 8, no, are we not? We're in episode are we in episode 7 right now? Is that where we are at right now? No, we're in episode 5, right? We're in episode 5? Oh yeah, we're covering up to volume 8. Okay, I have to remember what episode, volume 8 is, but I think I have an idea where volume 8 is since we're introducing. Alright, that's the end of that. And oh my god, dude, there's a party happening outside right now. Goodness gracious. But we are going to go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 17 of The Dangers in My Heart, BokuYaba. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. It's also getting a little hot in here, so I'm gonna take off my jacket. And also, apologize for the fucking sound right now. My neighbor is partying, it seems. It's only 1 p.m. They started partying at 11 a.m. So I assume they're gonna stop by the time it's 1 a.m. But also I've been a little distracted by like the sound in the background, so like I also apologize if I'm kind of like a little distracted throughout like the reaction of the episode as well, which is why I need to go back to particularly probably 17, because I feel like I was missing a part of the dialogue somewhere around there. Yamada's happy, so I should be too. So why does this hurt so much? If she doesn't go back, if she skips work, and she'll just be, if she gets fired, she'll just be the, you know, the typical junior high student, you know? Yeah, if she went back to just being an ordinary junior high girl, then she won't be the girl that I fell in love with, somewhere around there. If she loses that spark. Because that spark is what, really, if she did, if that's all she was, I wouldn't have fallen for her. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have fallen for her if she was just some ordinary girl. She's a very unique girl, as we see all the way back in the first episode, right? She was unique from the get-go. You know what? I think they did pretty good on that eye that he for the manager and all that. I currently can't remember his name, even though I believe they've introduced it, but there should be a charactergram somewhere. He definitely looks a lot more intimidating in the manga, but I will say that his name is Suwa Yuki. There you go. Okay, Yuki, Suwa. But as with a lot of like the more scary-ish scene, it does look a lot more intimidating in the manga, because it's like primarily black and white. There's a lot of like ink in the way that they're drawn, and like the intimidation that is Suwa, right? That guy looks he looks a little bit like a maniac in the manga, but in the anime, especially when you see that his eyes are like colored gold and everything, even though there is that spiral. Which I do enjoy that spiral. I really like the way that they draw his eyes, kind of similar in the way that they draw Ichikawa's eyes. So I like the way that he looks, and I really enjoy like the when he does like a close-up shot, right? This, I mean, I think it still looks a little intimidating, but like when you add in all the color into it, it's you know, it's there. It's definitely there. Let me know what you guys think, anime viewers anyways. And also when they showcase like Ichikawa being intimidated by these terrifying eyes, I do like the way that it spirals. Okay, so Suwa, Yuki, Suwa, and then he comes in. Right, that's a nice shot too. I really I really like this shot of him coming in real close. It's just like, you got some pretty eyes. Yo, dog, why you gotta be so creepy? But alright. I'm gonna go right back to the beginning. So in the beginning, we've got Ichikawa, who's decided that he's not going to bike on certain days, and since his arm is still recovering, he might as well just walk home, do a little bit more exercise and all that, you know, for his broken arm and whatnot. And Yamada hears this, and she's just like, whoa, you're gonna walk home with me every day? That's great, you know, some great shit. They're gonna have even an even closer time, because when Ichikawa rides on his bike, you know, he usually just zips on past home. Maybe he'll like stop for a bit to talk to Yamada, but then afterwards he'll just bike himself home. And he doesn't want to double ride with Yamada, because he doesn't want to get her into any sort of trouble, because she's a celebrity, and celebrities, they are put under a lot more scrutiny than ordinary people. So he is very much thinking about her celebrity status, and again, he just doesn't want to put her in trouble, so he'd rather just walk home with her instead of trying to double ride. In the scene, Yamada is trying to find her ticket, because she's got 2 tickets to this love story, and she wants she gives the ticket to Ichikawa, but she's not saying it out loud, you know. She's just like, hey, yo, dog, we've got 2 tickets to the same show. Maybe not, you know. Maybe if I go to the movie, we'll just happen to see each other, you know. And also, Yamada mentions this ribbon that Moego gave to her for when she go out somewhere after school. I guess Moeko's just like, here you go, dog. Here's another. And as I mentioned, I'm just like, Moeko sure gives you a lot of gift, doesn't she? Only 2 right now that I can remember anyways, because I believe Moeko was also the one, or at least Yamada says that it was Moeko who gave her that pajama, the bear and beer thing, whatever that thing was called. She had mentioned that, and I'm just like, dude, Moeko's out here just giving you fucking clothing gifts. Can't tell whether she's just fucking shooting the shit for fun or what. But maybe Moeko, you know, she is just she teases Yamada and all that, but she in the end, you know, she's a good friend, I would assume anyways. Ichikawa gets the ticket, and Yamada is, she's a little afraid to ask him out directly, perhaps, you know, still a little sad from the whole thing of Valentine's Day, falling every step of the way. So she decided, you know, I'll give you this ticket, anyways, see you later, I'm gonna go now. But something within Ichikawa calls out to him. It says, like, what do you want to do? I believe that's what his inner self says. Yeah, what do you want? Right? His inner self. Follow your heart. What do you want to do? And it was, what was it, back in episode, I can't remember, 16? The moment it went past, like, 12, I'm just like, I don't know, where are we at? But the episode when he goes to Yamada's apartment and sees Yamada's parents and whatnot, and in his head, he wants to believe in a miracle, right? The miracle that maybe he and Yamada could have a chance together. And so that's particularly a spot where he's starting to believe. You know, he's starting to believe even just a little bit. Even if it's going to be a fucking miracle, he's going to believe in that. And so here he is following his heart as his inner self tells him, what do you want to do? And what he really wants to do is go see the movie with Yamada. Go on a date. Except not really, you know? He's fighting with himself constantly. He's like, yo, can I see it with you? Can I see this movie with you? But like, is this a date? Are we on a date right now? The inner turmoil, as we can see in the next scene when he's in the train. Actually, hold on. What did Yamada says? Oh, sorry. For what? You know, for making you ask. Because it's Ichikawa who's taking the step. He says, it's fine. It feels like I really followed my heart. And then, this is when he's... Ooh, that's when, is it Nigurikawa? Is that what his name was? It's really, I know that it ends with Kawa, but I can't remember if it's Niguri. It's his name always slips my mind. I always end up calling him imaginary Kyotaro. But he's got his imaginary Kyotaro out here, right? The first guy is the devil, I would assume, with his black wings and all that, telling him his most inner feelings. You want to go out with her, while the other guy coming in, careful. There are always traps out here, you know. You don't want to get hurt. So you gotta be careful if Yamada's laying these landmines on you. You don't want to have the same situation as, like, what, episodes 8 or 7 or 9 or something? You know, when he felt like Yamada betrayed him or used him and whatnot. We don't want that situation to happen again. So there's this inner turmoil going in, and then it continues throughout this whole episode, as it would throughout the whole fucking series. It's just him fighting against himself. So Yamada unbuttons one of his top button, you know, gotta be a wild student out here. We're not in school anymore, but we are still wearing our school uniform, so we're gonna make sure that we're adults, we're grown-ups. As he says, it's like we skipped a few grades. So I guess that's just what high schoolers do, you know? They wear their uniform lax. And so, as Ichikawa wants to go into stealth mode immediately, he sees Kana. You know, of course, when you don't want to be seen is when you are going to be seen by people that you know. It's kind of like when the last time he went out with his sister to that McDonald's place, right? And he starts thinking like, oh no, if you start thinking about that, you know, the person you least expect is going to come and see. And then he sees Yamada. And so here's this situation, except he sees Kana instead. That's what it is, right? Kana. Yeah, I think that's Kana. That's her name. I will say, for some reason, they really amped up her tits in this episode. Like, she's just wearing a shirt. And like, when, like, when they were just showing this part, right, before they show her face, because, you know, to have the review and whatnot, all I could think about is like, wow, you see those tits? Like, what is going on? Like, you can just see the thighs just pushing through her shirt. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, it's Kana. Oh my god, those biddies. What? But Kana sees that her brother is out here on a date doing this thing that she wasn't able to do when she was young. I believe she's in like college now, if I remember correctly. Either college or like a little bit after college, but I believe she's in college right now. But she sees Ichikawa's out here, got more game than her. Ooh, why Ayada? I actually do want to see what she says here when she's like talking to myself. If I were to win the heart of some Arabian oil prince and win myself wealth and power, even if I were, there's one thing I would never have, and that is an after-school date in my school uniform. I could have never gone game back when I was young, but you know what? Why would you even give a single shit about, well, other than the fact that it's something that you'd never be able to do, right? Regrets and all that. But like, if you had won yourself some Arabian oil prince and you got all the wealth and power, like, I mean, well, actually, as what Yamada says, right? You can still be an adult and wear a school uniform. It would just be really fucking weird, but you can still do it. And if you've got the wealth and power, you might as well, you know? People don't roleplay for for no reason. Just saying, Kana. Here in this part, we've got Ichikawa talking about how Kana is very diligent in her job. She might not be particularly good at it, from the way that the fucking beginner is the one who's like scolding her. Like, goddamn, dude, that really fucking sucks. But he talks about how like she used to practice at home every day when she started because she wants to get really good at this job, which, you know, it's good that she's going to be really good at making takoyaki and whatnot. And again, it's a good thing that she's diligent and she's hardworking and whatnot. But he talks about that, and, you know, he's like, well, it's her job, you know, maybe he likes her job. Okay, so here's Ichikawa staring at Kana, right? And then he says, I've never really seen someone close to me at work, just thought she is working hard. Okay, and then that's what got Yamada to be like, oh, you've never seen somebody close to you at work, working hard and all that? All right, you know, how about you see me at work on Sunday? Okay, understandable. That was also one part that I was missing because I was too busy talking about takoyaki, I believe. And also, this music is just blasting in the background right now, and I'm just distracted. You know what's funny? The fact that Ichikawa is like, oh, they serve Yamada size, and all I can think about is like, you know, there's probably an even bigger bucket in America, but like Japan just has like very small sizes. You can kind of see that in the Japanese Starbucks and the way that they call their grande and their tall and whatnot. Their tall is like a fucking shot almost, and their grande is like as big as a tall in America, if I remember correctly anyways. But, you know, portions and sizes in Asia typically are a lot smaller here than in America, where everything is fucking 2 times bigger. So I do find it very fun that he's like, wow, that thing's huge. They serve Yamada size? Dude, Yamada comes to America, she's gonna love America. There's so much food, and in large portions too. Wait, it's saying popcorn set, that's the medium? Wait, I mean, the pictures, you know, varies in sizes and all that, but like that looks bigger than like what she got. Nani? Alright, now I just want to look at the, hopefully they show me a little bit more of, okay, so that's just, okay, popcorn pair set. So that's 2 drinks and a large. This medium looks so much bigger than the large. It's just because of like the girth of it. Because like the large one is like taller, which honestly kind of looks like a scam to me, but theater popcorns are just a scam in general because like it's so fucking expensive. But let's see, so it's salt caramel, Salt and caramel. Okay, so it's either you get salt caramel or you get half and half, which honestly, the half and half looks pretty good. I don't like caramel though. I'm not a big fan of caramel, especially on popcorn. I kind of enjoy caramel a little bit, but like afterwards, maybe like 4 or 5 bites in, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't like, honestly, when it comes to popcorn, you either put salt and butter on it, or you put butter, a little salt, and then just like a tiny bit of sugar to give that little sugary sweetness. That's pretty much it. I don't want caramel. Anyways, what am I here for again? BokuYaba, not talking about fucking theater popcorns. Hey yo, but like, speaking of theater popcorn though, not theater popcorn, but like theater food, there's just something about nachos that I really enjoy in there. Even though like the nachos, it comes from like a little fucking, not a vending machine, but it comes in like those those machines that vends, I guess, nachos. But like, there's just something about it that I really enjoy. It might be the environment of the theater that I really enjoy. And that's why I really enjoy the theater nachos. And also they're like extremely fucking expensive, and I can just probably sneak nachos in myself. But, but that's a whole nother thing. By the way, you know, there's that whole spiel with like theaters and like you can order food and then they'll deliver it to you in the theater. That's pretty sick. Also, I've never really thought about it, but I've yet to order a theater hot dog. But again, extremely expensive. I could just sneak a hot dog in. Imagine. You just see someone sneak in a fucking hot dog. Alright, no more talking about theater food. But we've got the two coming in for the theater date as Ichikawa fights with himself, saying that it's not a theater date, you know? It's going a little too far, assuming that this is a date and whatnot. Also, this man, he's got some crazy eyes right here. The poor lad. But Yamada sits down and she looks over and she's just like, I can't see this boy's face, so I gotta switch on over, right? Switch on over to this place, to this side instead, so I can see your face so much better. So, what did she say? Do you watch a lot of movies? Not at the theater, at least. And I fall asleep watching them at home. So then she's like, I'll wake you up if you do. Okay. And then, yeah, and then he also talks about, like, I read the book the movie you're in is based on. And I love that, of course, she's happy that he remembers. And then he talks about how, like, your character isn't in the book, and she's just like, wow, I never knew that. Still hasn't even fucking read the source material. Well, I mean, she's a small minor character, so doesn't really matter. I mean, it would at some point, but also if her character isn't in the book, doesn't really matter. But we've got Yamada talking about how she's going to Hiroshima to film that movie over spring break for about a week. Only a week. Well, I mean, she is, again, she's a minor character. So, a week of filming, understandable if she's only getting those, like, that one line or two line or whatever. Yuko Kitamura is the actress I want to be like the most, so she is gushing over Yuko, and here is Ichikawa, who's just like, wow, you know, I guess even Yamada talks that fast about something she likes. And, you know, if you're excited about something, you know, you're gonna be gushing, you're gonna be talking a whole lot faster and whatnot. When it comes, okay, hold on, I wanted to say, this feeling I get when it comes to her work is hard to describe. Okay, want me to tell mom that you'll be out late? The wink. So, this reminds me of another movie. Oh no, I might be the werewolf. So the Neo Werewolf, yeah, Neo Werewolf Last Final 2. The last final. So yeah, a movie with Lemon-Zaka, that's the idol group. And why did I watch it? It's because the credits listed Anna Akino. He saw that she was in here somewhere, and so that's why he's just like, oh, I don't particularly watch movies in the theater, but when I do, I fall asleep to it. So here he is, continuing to look more into her work, as we've seen that he has done many times before, right? Whether he's watching her on that variety TV show, or is that the only thing that they showcase, if I remember correctly? Well, and also, you know, when she's doing like magazine models and all that, so he has seen those as well. So there's that as well, right? He's very interested in her work. So he sees her playing the random meanie who dies early in the movie in the same beat as when he sees her in a modeling magazine. He knows that she is very different from the way that she usually is, right? She's a little goofy, a little bit of an oddball when she's off work, but when she's in work, it's a very different mode. Again, from when she's modeling and when he first saw that in like episode 1, I believe, or yeah, I think it was episode 1, and then he saw that and he just tosses the magazine aside. It's just like, yeah, we live in different world. And so here he is seeing this again, and he's just like, yeah, she's there's a big difference between her and amateurs. Which, like, damn, dude. But as Ichikawa thinks about that, he gets woken up by Yamada. Well, woken up, he's just over here thinking. But he wakes up to a kiss scene. He's over here like, ooh, this is so awkward. I have to watch a kiss scene with somebody in the theater, to which, you know what, at least it's just a kiss scene and it's not other types of scenes. Just saying, Ichikawa. But as he looks over at Yamada, who looks at this kiss scene, wonder what she's thinking about, right? But he noticed that these are very different eyes compared to him and how he looks at that scene, right? He was like, oh, this is awkward, but Yamada's watching it with an intensity, right? Not even taking her eyes away from that scene. And of course, Ichikawa thinks Yamada sees the world through different eyes, through a different lens. And I think he says, I'm amazed by it. I'm always reminded of that fact. Okay, and scared by it. Okay, so it's that whole idea that Yamada is so much more grown up than he is. She apologizes, just feels like it probably wasn't your type of movie. But even still, I've been rambling on all day about stuff I like. Yeah, how dare I ramble about stuff that I like. But Ichikawa, right? Talking about how seeing her rave about things that she likes, even though he doesn't understand what it is, right? It's a beauty to behold because this is an interest that you are interested in, and he wants to get to know you better. He wants to get to know her better. God, my pronouns are everywhere. I never knew you were into studying this stuff. Yeah, I learned a lot from that movie. And then outside of work too. From Ichikawa. Okay. And she's over here like, ooh, damn girl, you've been practicing kissing or something? Oh my god. What? But alright, we head on over to the next day, or on Sunday anyways. It's 12 degrees Celsius outside? That's cold! In California standards anyway, you know, is that cold? I don't know. I'm a stupid American. I can't tell Celsius from Fahrenheit. Okay, 12 Celsius is about 53 Fahrenheit, which is still cold in Californian standard. Ooh, we just a bunch of brittle weather beginners here in California with our constant warm weather. Anyways, as I'd mentioned, with the way that they've been drawing Kana, like, holy shit, dude, she's sleeping on her stomach, but like, what is... Yo, what? They really caked Kana up, man. So he's over here asking his sister about the outfit, and, you know, Kana's just like, yeah, you look fucking great, whatever. She's also a little sleepy, so like, I don't know if that was the best opinion to ask, but I do enjoy that he asked his sister for it. Despite him giving all that shit to his sister and whatnot. He and his sister still have like a very close relationship with one another, and we can see that they both do care about each other through the various amount of scenes that isn't Kana teasing his little brother, teasing her little brother. Oh yeah, the cake that he bought did lose an ear, because I assume it melted off, or he was running and then the cake got smushed against the plastic. Who knows? But there were 2 ears, but now there's only 1 ear. And did he give the cake to her in the end? I don't know. But here he is, and he sees he sees Yamada. Yamada waves to him, and he's scared, so he hides away. And that's when he kind of sees her at her work and all these people who are doing her makeup. You know, everybody is so grown up, so stylish, so hard at work. And then here's me, who is not stylish at all. I'm just over here wearing a fucking jersey and jeans. Which, You're not working here, my guy. You're just here. You're just an observer. Who gives a fuck about what the fuck you're dressing, yeah? But he feels incompetent. He feels, that's what he says after he runs away, that he feels like a child at play, or a child's play in an adult world, right? Yamada is growing up, and he still feels like he is stuck in a kid's world, which, you know, a little unfair of yourself. Consider that you are still in middle school and she is, again, working in a business that is filled with adults, which can very much take advantage of her. And so despite Anna, Yamada, being the way that she is, you know, there are at some points where she has to grow up a lot faster, because if she doesn't and she continues to stay the way that she is in this business, this adult business, I say that as if it's like adult, but business, you know, for adults, she's going to get taken advantage of. So again, there are some portions that she has to grow up a lot faster. All of this just feels like child's play all of a sudden, yeah. And so he's holding the kid that has lost his ears, and he's continuing talking to himself, right? Is it Nigurikawa? Is that what it is? It's imaginary Kyotaro. Again, he is having this turmoil within him. He's talking, his imaginary self is talking to him, saying, you're the one who said that you wanted to know her better, so like, what the fuck are you doing? And so, continuing with the fight, on second thought, this has nothing to do with me, right? You don't need to run away, he says. I'm not. And so, imaginary Kyotaro says, are your feelings my feelings? Just a play? Is this all just a fad? This whole time? It's a long con, dude. It's a long con. But as he was about to yell his own feelings to go away, here is Yamada, who is coming on over to find him because she saw him running off, and she just wants to see him, to make sure that he's okay and whatnot. She's worried about you. And here in this scene, really enjoy it because she tells him that, hey, that whole thing that I told you about before when we were about to eat hot pot, about how, like, I'm not good at anything and I end up quitting. Well, I feel the same way with this job as well. I get in trouble every day. There's so many other people who are way prettier, beautiful, and way more, way better than me. But it's you who made me realize why I stayed in this job. Like, she was like, I kept wondering, why am I staying in this job for so long if I'm so bad at it? And so when she had mentioned that to Ichikawa some episodes ago, and he just blatantly says, you must like your job. You know, you must like what you do if you are really if you are continuing with this, even though it's a bit hard, it's a bit difficult. And so it's Ichikawa who made her realize why she is staying in this job, because she loves it. When Ichikawa tells her, like, oh, it's just work, it doesn't matter whether it's fun or not, well, you know, the fun factor really helps in you wanting to continue this job when you go through a very hard and difficult time in your workplace, right? If you have a lot of passion, if you have a lot of fun doing this, it's going to help you. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of My Dress Up Darling with, why can I not remember the name of the main character, but, you know, it's the same thing as what he, as him in his job, right? When he was having a hard time in his life doing the stuff that he needs to do, and he thinks about his grandpa and how his grandpa talks about how you need to have love for your job, and if you have that, it's going to be able to push you through all the difficult times. So here is the same thing with Yamada, and going back to with what Ichikawa is arguing with himself about, right? This has nothing to do with me. Well, turns out it has basically everything to do with it. So good for him. But after Yamada tells that to Ichikawa, he starts to worry about the fact that she might be taking a little bit too long. If she gets in trouble every day, you know, maybe she's like on strike 2 already or whatever, and if she's late from going to the bathroom because she's talking to some boy, that's going to be a big trouble for her. And if she gets fired, if she turns back to just a regular junior high girl, I would have, you know, if she was just a normal girl, I would have never fallen for her in the first place. And it's nice, right? She's, this uniqueness that she has is the reason why he fell for her. Very fun, very fun. So he runs back and, you know, they're just out here holding hands. And I love that Ichikawa takes his hands off and she just grabs it again, you know, just not gonna let him go, making a statement out here in front of her manager and everything. Damn, dude. And here we have Suwa. I've already talked about him, but Suwa, very cool guy, very fucking creepy, but he is Yamada's manager for the past 4 years, so he is technically like her guardian. And as he talks about to Ichikawa later on, right, that Yamada is a very honest girl, and that means she tells me everything. She's a little gossip, that one. She tells me everything that's happening in her life, so I know exactly who you are, buddy. Right? Here, Yamada introduces him, like, this is Ichikawa. And he's just like, oh, that one, huh? That Ichikawa. Alright. And so, as Yamada is doing her photo shoot, Suwa comes on over and talks to him about Anna. Again, the whole, like, she tells me everything. And so he says, hey, you are her pride and joy. He just straight up saying, I'm like, dude, like, Ichikawa, if you've got any sort of other insecurity and all that, also, the Suwa just comes up, she's like, so, you've got a major insecurity issue, huh? You've got a major, inferiority complex, don't you? Yo, this man just straight up tells Ichikawa that. But, again, he says that you are her pride and joy, but that also means that your relationship could be a hinder to Yamada, and especially when she's, like, on the rise right now, we can't have that hindrance. You know, so you better know what's going on between you and Yamada. Yeah, you better treat her right. This is Suwa kind of making a threat to him. I'm her manager, so like I need her to perform well. So like you better fucking do your job, buddy. But Ichikawa's over here like, oh no, we're actually not dating, because he realized what Suwa is talking about. But in the scenes before that, he's just kind of, Ichikawa's over here yet again thinking about like, oh man, if people see me and Yamada together, they're probably not even gonna think that we are together. That's just how far apart I am from her, right? I'm just some ordinary dude, and she is going to be, she's a rising star. To which, like, what, does Ichikawa not know that there are celebrities who just date some fucking Randy? You know, some people that they've been friends with since high school, and like they date that person, and that person's not even a celebrity. Come on now, Ichikawa. But it's an understandable thing that maybe if you are a rising celebrity, you want to date up, right? And he thinks of himself as below, underneath his inferiority complex, right? He is beneath Yamada, who is the rising star. And if she's a rising star, she wants to date somebody else who is above her level or around her level, and he is not around her level at all. So he sees himself like that, and Suwa just comes in and blows that expectation out of the fucking water, because he thought that they were dating. Just the way that Yamada talks about him and all that, and I mean, they were holding hands, so that's a pretty big, that was a pretty big deal, and he's just like, and I like that Suwa is over here basically saying you better not be a hindrance to her, right, in your relationship and whatnot, but like he's not particularly against their relationship, because when, you know, when it comes to like these whole, she's not an idol, but like in terms of like celebrity and whatnot, right, especially in like Japan and Korea, just having the single status is a lot better. But then, like, when they find out that the woman is dating someone, or there'll be, like, the man, too, right? And then the female fans get upset that they're not single anymore and that they're dating somebody else, so then they're gonna get angry. There would also be that sort of spiel. So it's nice to see that the manager is like, yeah, it's alright if she's dating. You know, it's whatever. As long as you're not causing any trouble, alright? So I enjoyed this whole conversation. It's very fun, and I believe towards the end of this, is just Yamada and Ichikawa. Yamada is out here trying to fish for compliments, kind of like when she was trying to fish for compliments when she was finding a dress, and it was really hard for her to get him to like say that the dress is cute or whatnot. But here she is again trying to fish for compliments, and he's just over here like, oh yeah, I think you did really good at your work. You know, the people at the workplaces, yeah, they're pretty cool. But he comes in with a sneak attack, right, showing her a picture of herself that he snuck in, and I still can't. It just looks like she's flipping somebody off. Yo, what is this? Yo, what is this hand figure? Like, what is it? Hey, yo. But he got that picture, and she tells him, well, this is not a good picture, you know? Maybe you should have taken something else. And he just straight out say, you look really cute in this picture. And that's the compliment that she's looking for. And it's fantastic, dude. Fan-fucking-tastic. A great end to this episode. I love it. But we are going to end this with this lady over here. My god. Niko. Niko Koda. Niko. Niko. Okay. If I say that anymore, I feel like I'm about to say some other word. But we are just slightly... Oh, dude, look at that. Look at them earrings that she's got on. And she's got, like, that cool look. And I will say her hair color, oh, that looks really nice. I really like the way that they colored her hair. Really matches with that green eyes that she's got, too. It's just really... I think they really did well on her character. And then as we see that she kind of looks like a cool person, right? She's also like the cover model for Seal on TV. She's super big, popular, right? Got that cold look, that striking face, and then immediately goes right on to Yamada and complain about how the taxi driver just kept ignoring her. Like a fucking big baby. And then Yamada's got like a cool and composed face and whatnot. And even Ichikawa's just like, what the fuck? Why is she acting all cool and composed and shit? What the hell's going on here? And then that's sort of the end of it for Niko. And again, her voice gave me the same feeling as when I first heard Kana's voice, which is like, whoa, that was a really high and also almost like a low nasally type of voice. But if that's what they're gonna go for Niko, you know, that's fine, because like Kana's voice doesn't really affect me all that much. I just hear Kana as Kana now, so hopefully that's what we're going to what's going to happen if we see Niko again later on. So Niko. Alright, but that's honestly gonna be it. I have 2% left in this battery, so better end it quickly. I don't have anything to say for you manga readers, but all I will say is that I'm going to be I'm very excited for next episode. I have high expectations, and we will just have to see how they're going to do it. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this and all that, and I will see you later or something. I don't know. Whatever, get on out of here. You're done now. Shoo.